What's up guys, today I'm going to go through this new animations effects plugin which easily allows you to animate images, logos, titles, pretty much anything on the timeline. So I'm just going to bring in this icon right here. I'm going to bring that into my timeline and I'm just going to resize it, and this effect pack will work way better if you resize so that there's a lot of space for it to animate, and then just right click on the video and turn it into a compound clip. Now we can have a look at the animation pack. If I go over to my effects tab over here and then go down to RN animations, we have all of these animations in the pack. A classic animation is for the icon to pop onto the screen. You can do that using this scale in effect. So if I drag this onto my video clip and then we play it back, it just pops onto the screen nicely. And then also at the end of the video clip, it will pop off as well. And up here, we have a bunch of different parameters. So you can change the start value, you can turn it up. And instead of popping on, it will sort of zoom out of the icon. And then you can also change the ramp duration, which will slow or speed up the animation. Cycles, you can change how many bounces the animation does. So you can really slow down the animation and change the kind of look of it. And then there's a few other parameters if you want to speed up or slow down the animation. So you can also use these together. So if we go down to this stretch animation, now the icon pops in and also stretches. And then we can also add a rotate. So now it pops on, has a rotation and also stretches at the same time. So you can get really creative with this effects pack. And then if I go down to the bottom of this pack, we have constant animations. There's 5 different presets, and if you add these on and make the clip longer, then it will give the icon a constant sort of movement throughout its time on the timeline. So now that that's animated, I can move it into position, or you can add icons into position and then animate them. And then I can bring in my title and move that into position. And let's add an animation to that. So let's add a stretch animation. And then I'm going to bring in my final logo, move that into position, and then right click and turn it into a compound clip. And then let's go over to the animations and find one which I like. Let's go for this one. And let's also add a stretch. No, maybe, yeah, we'll add a stretch. So once you've finished adding the animations, then something that's going to make it look way better is adding some motion blur. So if we go to titles and then go to motion blur, I like to use moderate motion blur 2 pretty much all the time. And this is a free plugin. I'll leave it linked down in the description. It doesn't come with Final Cut Pro, so you won't find it in your titles tab unless you've downloaded and installed it. And then once you've added the motion blur, select whatever you've animated with the motion blur, right click and go to new compound clip. This way the motion blur won't affect your videos in the timeline. And then you can also do some final repositioning. And then we can render that out and see what it looks like. So yeah, if you like the plugin, then check it out. The link is in description. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and I'll see you in the next one.